cut around the fat and the rainbow's latest song. We take you to a hallway with aura green and strong.
Hi, are you the girls I'm supposed to show around?
We are.
Canterlot High is a great school. You're really going to love it.
Oh yes, we really sense something powerful about this place.
That's the science lab. Computer lab is in there. Oh, we're having a big musical showcase this weekend. The whole school is pretty much rallying around it.
Musical showcase?
I'm sure since you're new students.
Celestia! That's one.
You guys if you guys want to move any closer, feel free. If you can't hear it. Alright. Our principal would let you sign up if you're interested. We have been known to sing from time to time.
Sonata is all about the bass!
Being in a musical showcase sounds like a great way to absorb other students.
We're counting on that one guy! Come again? She meant to absorb them into our circle of friends.
Let Jelly Belly go to goodness!
Those necklaces are pretty. Where did you...
Sorry, these pendants mean an awful lot to us. We just hate for anything to happen to them.
The three girls strolled into the blackout leaving, sunset lost in thought. We fade into the lunch hall common, where vegan meals are all they've got. Sunset Circle listened to her speak of how the meeting made her feel. Cut outside, two big-head jerks who yearn for a different sort of meal.
This is it, our chance to become the perfect beings. Our voices are just strong enough to make them want something so badly, they'll fight to get it.
So we're just going to do what we always do. Break out in song and drive them to madness.
It won't be the same as the times before. Some in there are suppressing their true power. If we stir up enough negative energy, they'll have no choice but to use it.
Can Sonata have lunch when song is over? It's Taco Tuesday!
Just follow my lead.
Blast the music! Cut the chewing! 86 those good time vibes! Here comes trouble for my beauty, with a charm one can't describe. Touching, stroking hair, speak of fire born from fame. Soon the task will be complete, and all will play their wicked game. Nose of strength and sane blood, watch as mist begins to rise. Could be evil, could be false, could be kitchens burning pies. Gems absorb the sour haze amidst the brazen bicker storm, giving Frieza, Cell, and Boo the strength to take their second form.
Act 2. My pony Sona don't want Scott if you ain't got plot. Ambling through the halls so wide, our heroes suss the acts they've seen. What force uncanny could this be to turn their classmates' minds to mean? They go in search of higher power, one to kick their friends to curb. AJ's mighty slip of tongue imbues her friend with fresh pertu. Split apart the fade with blinds to bring the moment's scrutiny. Pan from eyes to six in line who've come to do their student duty.
Thank you.
Dark magic? I find that very hard to believe. Those girls came into my office earlier and they were absolutely delightful. And just look at this wonderful basket of goodies they left me. It's got deviled eggs.
Can I have one, Leslie?
No.
Aw. Well, you know what, Sunset? I think you're just eager to make someone else out to be the bad element, so that your actions in the fall formal will become smaller than the average news.
That's not what's happening. We saw all this go down in the cafeteria, too.
Yes, but isn't your band supposed to be part of the musical showcase?
Yes.
Perhaps you're all just worried that the Dazzlings will steal your spotlight.
The Dazzlings?
It's the name of their musical group. They even sang a little ditty to Vice Principal Luna and I.
And made us feel things that shall never leave this room.
And
that is why we think having a battle of the bands instead is a marvelous idea. Shut up to me? Alright. Creeped out by the spellbound elders, the six retreat to school statue, pondering how alone in fight they stand a chance to prove their virtue. I can't believe they got to Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna too.
They got into everybody.
Not everybody.
Pinkie Pie's right. We were there when Dazzlings was sinking, and we weren't affected. It was like we were projected somehow.
So let's take them down. It's not like we haven't tangled with dark magic before and totally whooped it. Sorry, but no offense.
None taken.
But that was when Twilight was here. There may be some kind of magic inside us, but it only comes out when we play music. If only we... If only we could get a message to Twilight. Maybe she could tell us how to break the spell the Dazzlings have cast on our friends.
Well, that's not going to happen. The portal's closed, and I get the feeling they don't exactly have cell phones where she's from.
I may have an idea how to get in touch with Princess Twilight. Shall we go back to house? Sure. Okay, Baz, you take it.
Dimness of a locker closed, rustling through a box of shame. Sunset pulls her dusty book, the only keepsake to her name. Fun artifacts we'll never know, like if she wrote in times gone by. To learn of Twilight's rights to wings, or just to beg for clothes and buy.
When I was a princess and Celestia's student, when I was Princess Celestia's student, back in Equestria, she gave me this. Even after I abandoned my studies, I held on to it. It used to be that if I wrote something here, it would appear in the pages of a book back in Princess Celestia's library. If I get a message to her, then she can get a message to Princess Twilight.
So what are you waiting for? Get to writing!
It's been a long time since I wrote these words. Dear Princess Celestia!
Slip and slide through colors bright as soon as pen was hit the page. Townsfolk go about their lives as we go meet our sage. Random acts the main six do, none of which will matter soon. Dusting, reading, busting rumps, and blowing off a big balloon. Pony gray and jumpsuit blue, towing lots and lots of books. One begins to glow and shift as soon as Twilight fully hooked.
What is it, Twilight?
It looks like a message to Princess Celestia from my friends at Camelot High.
How is that even possible?
I have no idea, but it sounds like they need my help.
Once again, we fade to black. Perhaps by choice or lack of budget. Twilight scouts out Book of Old to form a plan, or simply fudge it.
The way Sunset Shimmer described them, I think these new girls sound an awful lot like the Tubby Frozen Bug Squad.
Not the Tubby Frozen Bug Squad! I actually don't know what that is. I've never read that comic.
The Tubby Frozen Bug Squad were 3 dangerous creatures who had the power to take on several forms, each with power so immeasurable that the concept of measuring it lost all meaning. At first they acted alone, conquering worlds across no universe with ease. Only in death did they band together to conquer the world of the living once more. But a certain legendary super pony wasn't having it. According to the history I found in a comic book, during the Greco-Roman era, Star Swirl the Golden Bearded faced him in a deadly battle that in turn inspired all genres of music that we know today, from pirate metal to folk songs and many more. It was his one and only defeat. With the last of his magic, he tore a hole through dimensions and banished those fiends forever. That dimension must be the one where he sent my Camelot friends to. That dimension must have been the one where my Camelot High friends live. If my hunch is right, then the spell they've cast is just the beginning. My friends need me. I have to get back to them.
Oh, we'll give him a break for that. That was awesome.
I hate to burst your bubble, Twilight, but the connection between their world and Equestria will be totally cut off for a super long time.
Okay, first of all, if there was Bubble Boy going on, why wasn't I told about it? And secondly, if the connection is totally cut off, how was Sunset Shimmer able to get a message to Twilight?
Pinkie, you're a genius.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Now about those bubbles.
Not deterred by countless odds, Twilight grabs some wires and gears. She wows her friends with fancy words that pass right through their untrained ears. Bang and clang goes this contraption. Doctor Who's would be impressed. Her friends would love to take a peek, but they're denied this one request. Back we go Who from whom's the hands, and on the other side the girls do wait. The princess and her faithful dog pop right out like toast to plate. She could just tell them there and then of what she knows the bad girl's free, but saves her words till they sit down for chocolate hot and herbal tea.
Oh, I do hate that you had to return at the time of crisis. There's so much catching up to do. For starters, a certain blue-haired guitar player was just asking about you, and I hate it.
Was he a hedgehog? Because I told him I have enough spikes in my life, Vegeta.
I'm talking about Flash Sentry. God!
I'm sorry, doesn't ring a bell, but I'm sure I'll bump into him.
Perhaps you would give us just the slightest bit of gossip from your worlds?
I got an official title now. The Princess of Baldness.
Wow, that's really impressive, Twilight. Guess you really were Princess Celestia's prized pupil. Ah, got you there.
I even have my own castle.
A castle? You have your own castle? Welcome to my planet!
What's new here?
Lovely.
I mean, besides your school becoming the target of dangerous magical creatures from Equestria.
Yeah, so that isn't the only strange thing that's happened around here since you left. Whenever we play music, we go through the Sailor Moon thing like we did last time.
My crown was returned to Equestria, but some of its magic must have remained here at Camelot High. Now that we're all back together, maybe we can use that magic on the sirens. The sooner we do this, the better. Any idea what the Dazzlings might be?
There's a big party tonight for all the bands who signed up for the showcase. That would include the Dazzlings.
Looks like we've got a party to blow up.
With a squee and frozen brain, we now retreat to school fourth time. Trust is low and moral none, and we are running low on rhyme. Cookie Monster, be aware, when human Pinkie comes to town. Switch to Snails who thinks he's hip, and Snips who's thrown the gauntlet down. Come at me, bro. He